question about Texas not having any comparable community solar programs like New York and Illinois. Yes. So Minnesota is actually another community solar market that we're involved with, structured a little bit differently, less state program incentive driven, more so they have like a whole value of solar stack and all of this. But Minnesota, I would say New York, Illinois, Minnesota, three of the biggest. Colorado and Maryland are also two leaders. California is trying to implement one right now, from my perspective and understanding. I want to say it's about 15 states, 10 to 15 states total. It's not a widely adopted program. And, in Texas, it would just take, so that was saying, what does Texas need in order to create more community solar programs? Is the competitive market a good place for it? Texas would need policy change. And since Texas is also a very different market compared to something like NISO or PJM in general, without capacity market aspects and things like that, it would take like a value proposition and a bill change and policy change. And I would say if that's something that if there's anyone here that's involved in like the solar lobbying efforts in Texas, that is where I would see um, opportunity to just push our legislature to try to implement that. We would need enabling framework. We would need credit value. You would need to get the utilities on board as well. So that would also, I think, take some convincing for sure. And then alignment with is it the REPs, so like your retail providers? I think they would probably be opposed. Most of them are, and take some convincing to show that this is for the good of communities and also the good of grid reliability, in my opinion. But I know in general, like Texas has cheap land and it may not want to have or may not want to have or incentivize power production close to the load zone. So I think that's like a really great question. And if I can think of anything else, I can definitely send some follow up there, Carolyn.